Hey guys, welcome back to the Obzodact.
Hello, what number is this?
This is number...
40 something.
We don't know, we were recording this ahead of time, so it's on the Dream app. But can't upload it right after the... Right, you can't do it... Can't do like more than 2 Dream apps in a row.
That's just silly. Why would you do that?
What have you been... What's been going on?
Nothing much. Like, I'm just still getting jobs and turning jobs down, and I just don't want to work for jobs.
Have you applied for 5 jobs?
I did. I'm not going to name them in case people stalk me, but they're pretty good.
You work for...
I don't have a job right now.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Can I say your address?
No.
This is a dream app, so we dream occasionally, and then we read it. We write them down onto a piece of paper or a computer screen.
Or
then
a phone screen.
Do you have your phone?
I do, yeah, it's right here.
So I get... Well, you're called Ella, just...
Shall we just jump straight into this?
Yeah, I'm sick of this fucking talking shit.
I don't know what, dreams I already read, because we did a dream episode, like,
Oh, you
not
forgot
so
what
long
dreams
ago.
you read?
Yes, I've kind of forgot what ones I read out.
Just read them all again.
If I repeat myself, I'm sorry, but it's
for
just how it
fuck's
is.
sake. Hopefully I'll remember, and I'll tell you to stop.
There's one about me, you, Michael, and Shane. These are people that we hang out with. So, context, I guess. Me, Oliver, Michael, and Shane were all just finishing...
Oh, wait! We won't be responding to comments this episode! That's something I should have said.
Yeah, because we're doing this ahead of time, like, ages.
Yes.
Like, we've got another 4 videos before this comes out, or something like that.
What year is this? 2020? I don't know.
2022. 2022. 2022.
Are you practicing your gay voice?
Yeah. Yes, queen.
Because Ella's a big fan of the new Doctor who's gay, so she wants to read it.
No, I actually love him.
I know,
he
that's what
lives
I'm
in
talking
Sex
about.
Education. I love him.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's
He's
why...
like, you dirty pig. How does he say? He goes,
I'm a
"Stop
fucking
it."
doctor, I'm
He's
fucking
like,
gay.
Stop it, you dirty pig. Wash your hands, you filthy pig, or something like that.
Oh, is he British?
Yeah, he's from Britain.
But whenever you do your impression of him, like all the time, you always put on an American gay voice.
Because he's like pretending to be American. No, I don't know, but he's like, wash your hands, you filthy pig, or something like that. It's really good. I need to show you the video. You probably haven't seen it because I'm like fangirling. He's gay in it. He's so cool.
I think that's why you like the new Doctor, right? That's why it's... Because you've said to me off camera that you now like Doctor Who more than the Joker 2019. And so now you're gonna... That's why you're reading the... Well, at the end, you'll see what Ella reads, I guess.
Okay, hold up.
Sorry. Yeah, we should get into the dreams.
This is serious. This is a serious segment of the show. We're gonna read out dreams. Serious. Dreams are serious. They're a metaphor for your life. Think of that one. Okay. Me, Oliver, Michael, Shane were all just finishing hanging out with each other, and we were also with another guy that was one of Michael's friends. So we all decided to buy some sweets, and they were really, really cheap, like 50p for each pot, but it was like a pick and mix, so you got to choose a load of stuff. Everyone finished the first one, and then I decided to fill another pot up, and I really wanted M&Ms, so the shop owner took me in to like this back way of the shop, and it was like in his wardrobe. But you know, like the wardrobes that are like a cabinet, so it's like drawers. He's like, yeah, they're in here. Just get them. They'll be good. And I'm like, okay. I already fancied M&Ms, so I was like, okay. But they're like mixed in with like other sweets, so I didn't really get a lot of them. And then it took me a while to come back, and then when I came back, Michael's friend had thrown up everywhere, and he was really embarrassed about it.
Oh, Michael's friend who is in the dream.
Yeah.
Is he a real life person?
No, I don't know him.
Just a dream.
Yeah, just a dream person. So like, I came back. He's thrown up everywhere, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really want to pay for my first pot of sweets. I'm gonna run off." And then the store man is like, going, "You need to pay for this. This is 50p. This is so much money." And he's like, "Nah, fuck you." And he runs off, and then he's out of the dream. He's gone. And And then we all walked out of there and ended up seeing a tiger playing with butterflies. And it was holding one, and I managed to get a photo of it right before they flew off.
Oh,
So,
I hope you haven't read that dream before, because I was looking at you like this. And
hey.
like trying to understand what you're saying, and then if you've read it before, I'm gonna look retarded. But that's cool. That's a cool dream. Did you wake up and the photo was in your phone, or is it just a dream?
Photo?
Of
No, that was just a dream.
When that happens in my dreams, I wake up and I'm like, hold up, I need to
Do
know.
you?
Yeah. Or if like, I don't know. Sometimes I struggle to tell if what I just dreamed was a memory. If I'm like laying there and I'm like, that was awesome. Wait, let me just check if that was real or a dream.
That's funny. Do you have any dreams?
Are you sure that wasn't that was a dream, or?
That was a real dream.
Okay.
It wasn't in real life. It was a real dream, though.
I don't remember it.
Do you have any dreams you'd like to share?
Yeah, I have dreams, but I just like I don't know whether it's really a good idea just to read dreams for a whole podcast. I'll do it if it's your idea, I guess. So
If you want.
Okay, so I got a dream.
What's a dream?
I haven't read it yet. Shh. This is I dreamed this. I dreamed this on October the 9th. Is it gonna go off? Okay. Just so the audio listeners know what's happening.
Yeah.
On October 9th, 2021.
Hey.
Oh shit, who was
sorry. That was my brother. Brother. What? What are you saying?
Well, this was the day before my birthday. The day before my 21st birthday. This was my last birthday in 2021.
You're old.
Yeah, I'm almost 22. I'm going to be 22 in a month. As of recording. We're recording
How do you feel about that?
on the 6th of September 2022.
How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. I don't give a shit.
How do you feel about being 22, but that's like 1 year older than 21?
I feel like it kind of shocked me a little bit, but I'm still like a little baby, so it don't matter that much.
But like you're older than me. That's like really old.
I think you're, November, December, January. You're 3 months older, 3 months younger than me.
Yeah.
You're almost 22.
You're an old man.
You're almost 22.
I'm an old woman.
I think anyone who's like in their 30s
Sucks.
is gonna be, yeah, fuck you, Frost Drive. It's gonna be like,
No, I'm joking.
Ella hates Frost Drive specifically.
No, I don't. Why would you say that?
Because you said it
I
before.
didn't say that.
So, sorry, Frost Drive for Ella.
Frost Drive, I love you. Not in a gay way. I'm not a man.
Frost Drive is actually a lady now.
What do you do when you want to
She
do,
put
you
on
know?
glasses and became a... Did you see the thumbnail for that episode?
No.
It changed him personally.
Personally? No, but seriously though.
On the 9th of October, it was 9 a.m. Well, it was 8:58 a.m. Is my dream. This is in the dream. I was laying in my bed. That's the dream. Not me actually laying... I was probably laying in my bed in real life, but in my dream, I was laying in my bed. The one that I was sleeping in real life. And I felt something at my feet, nibbling. I then felt fur brushing up against my legs.
What?
Under the covers, moving
What?
up my body, scattering.
Scattering?
Yeah, that's what I wrote. Eventually, I felt all up my legs, then my chest, feeling my heart beat faster and faster, unable to move, only looking around at my bed sheets moving. Then I saw it. Rats all over me, scratching me and nibbling on me. As I tried to move and throw them off, which I couldn't do, I started to cough. I choked on my mucus in my throat. I felt awful and confused. Until... Ew! See, you have to do it. See? If you fart on the mic, you have to smell. Ella just farted, by the way.
No.
Anyway, I saw the rats. I felt awful and confused until I convinced myself this must be a dream. Despite knowing I was in a dream, the horrors continued. This is a side note. I often get concerned after acknowledging I'm in a dream, because it can leave me more confused as to why I'm not waking up, and I'll often jump to the conclusion that my mind is slipping away.
Oh, wow, whoa.
Like when I'm in a dream, how am I supposed to know I'm not in a coma? You know, I could be like a veg. I could not even be the person I think I am. I could be someone completely different, dreaming that I'm Oliver.
Can I just say, I'm really proud of this guy right here. He's so cool. You're so cool. He's so cool.
Thank you. Why are you saying that?
I just thought it. I just thought I'd say.
Aw. Thank you.
But like, maybe if we just aim.
Then my mind woke up. This is still sleeping, but my mind wakes up. If that makes sense.
Yeah, explain.
But my so how do I explain this? My body's asleep. It's sleep paralysis. My body's asleep, but my mind is awake. So I can feel everything, and I can feel my breathing, but I can't control my breathing. Like I can feel myself going, but I can't. I can just feel that that's happening. I can't control anything about my body. I can't control because my body's asleep.
Oh, damn.
And so anyway, this is still in the dream. Then my mind woke up properly, but my body remains asleep. I guess it's not really a dream. It's more just, I don't know what it is at this point. Sleep paralysis. I did calm down for a moment, but after what felt like minutes, but was more likely just seconds, of being unable to move, I began to panic. Imagining myself tossing and turning in bed, hoping it would act out to my body, like I'm trying to wake myself up. Trying to scream, trying everything to raise my heart rate enough to wake up, but this just stimulated my mind and made more crazy shit happen. I could see demonic figures approaching from all sides of my bed, which I equated to me possibly slowly slipping away mentally. Then everything stopped and was replaced by the loudest ear-piercing ringing screech my brain could imagine. This went on for what felt like minutes, until finally, you guessed it, I wake up. That was my dream.
That's intense. There's a lot going on in this podcast. We've got a podcast, and a podcast.
It's just one podcast. What do you mean?
Podcast.
Yeah, what is this? What is happening? What is
Basically, guys, we're doing what's it called? A loop thing? A hole that never ends.
I don't know what this is. I actually don't. I thought you put this on.
Damn, we look cool. Messy, though. Like, I look like a lump.
Oh, you just look like a Bobby, though.
I look like a lump.
I'm definitely much bigger. Like, just proportionally, it's
You're
gonna
huge.
be. I'm also sitting on a higher chair.
And my posture sucks, so.
Hey, can we talk about posture? Your posture sucks.
While we're doing posture.
I think I need to practice on my posture. I find it really hard to breathe when I sit up straight. Can you breathe fine when you sit up straight?
Yeah, but it just hurts my shoulders.
Oh, it hurts my chest. I think because my chest hole.
Yeah.
And then I can't breathe.
My chest hole. That's just funny to say. Oh. Should I read a dream?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's kind of what we're here to do, so.
Oh, right.
We gotta fill the hour, like.
Oh, story segment. Story segment. Okay, do you remember at school when we used to sit in the library and come up with these silly stories?
Oh, we would write a sentence each.
Yeah.
This was 7 years ago, right?
I don't know.
We were 15.
Just friends.
Yeah, we were just friends because we were 15. Not allowed to go out when you're 15.
Not allowed to physically mature. Okay, so dreams. Back to dreams. Dream segment.
Oh, was that the story segment? I thought you maybe remembered one of the stories.
Yeah, I did. There was a story about Harry Potter and Pooh, and how he had shit so much that he'd fill so many jars, and then they got to the point where he couldn't fill any more jars up, and then something happened. He might have exploded or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that was on Skype. I think.
Was it?
Yeah, or maybe we continued
Skype with that old.
Yeah, Discord was probably already out, but we were still using Skype.
Yeah.
I think 2015's Discord came out, but it's probably not as good as Skype at that point.
And then Kieran was there, and your other friends were there.
Kieran, Rylan, Oliver,
And Ella.
I'm just naming people. we had friends. It wasn't just us.
Friends, but I kind of can't get crushed.
You had a friend in the story. It was me, I guess.
Ah. You're my only friend.
Hey, do you ever I've always found poo funny.
I haven't, and like you kind of. You've introduced me to poo.
I feel like you found poo funny at the time, though.
Yeah, I think I'm matured quicker than you do.
I think girls usually mature quicker than guys.
Maybe.
So you went off of poo, then came back onto poo.
I never was on poo.
You definitely were on poo. There's no way you would write like paragraphs about poo and Harry Potter. You must have been on it to a certain extent.
No, that was your idea to get Giles involved.
I was probably the one who introduced poo, but I'm pretty sure you must have been into it.
Fit into the storyline if we're gonna write one sentence each. We had to fit it in, so I had to write about that.
Okay, I was pissing myself like whenever I'd be writing that. It would be so funny. Poo is funny. Poo is funny.
It's kind of serious though. Crispy ears.
Yeah, I got my
Do you not
crispy.
Do you not clean when you have a shower?
What's the point in cleaning them?
So they don't get crispy
Oh,
and gross.
you know this?
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't know how to hold microphone. Should we do dream segment?
Yeah.
Back to dream segment. Okay.
I think it's just talking to it like this. Yeah, there you go.
Right. I had a strange dream that I was in a video game, but it's like, hold up. Oh no, I thought it was the one about Johnny Depp.
Oh.
I had a strange dream that I was in a video game, but it was like a first-person view, and when I looked around, the game was telling a story, so the rooms would change depending on the narrator was saying. I would have to choose what room I'd go into. I've said this last time, didn't I? I said this dream last time.
Yeah, you did. And I was doing the same stupid face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've said that one. Do you want to scroll up to the beginning and just find like a...
Yeah, we're going back in time, guys. This is ridiculous.
You know what you could do? You could put like a microphone emoji next to the ones you've read.
Oh yeah, I'll do that in a bit. Okay, so this is the first one.
Oh my god, you're starting at the beginning as well, okay.
Yeah. Me and Oliver were at his house, and then he told me that Kieran died. We've done this one.
Yeah. Okay, put a microphone on it.
Okay. Bear with me, guys. Do you want to talk for a bit while I...
Hey guys, so Alice is really shit at this shit. She's just fucking it. She's fucked the whole thing up. And now I have to talk. So what the fuck?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I found one.
Oh.
So basically, I had a dream last night. This wasn't last night, but this was in 2021, 5th of the 10th. Don't know what that is. Right, so I was in this massive supermarket, yeah, and everyone there had like a small amount of time to grab whatever they wanted, right?
Whatever they want?
Whatever they wanted.
Fucking hell.
And then I head to the till. I got 3 large packets of Doritos, 2 cheese ones, and 1 spicy boy. But I didn't have any money to pay, so I ran and tried to run away with these big bags of crisps. The end.
Did you eat them?
I think I got caught. I think either I got caught or I felt bad for stealing, so I had to return them. Either way, I wanted crisps the next day. Probably had nachos.
When was that? When was that dream?
The 5th of the 10th, 2021.
5th of the 10th. This is like around the time that I'm reading my dreams from.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, your turn.
Do you want to read another one? Or...
Are you sure?
I think mine are kind of long.
Okay, I'll read one more. Okay. This one I remember very well.
Right.
So I can say Norwich now. That's when I went to university, and I kept having dreams about the place. And there's this one dream where there was like the cinema, and it's kind of like an oval shaped thing. And I went to the cinema to drop off 2 people. Didn't know who these 2 people were. Just people in the dream, to watch Nightmare Before Christmas, and ended up talking to some guy with my mum about Jackass. He was like really large, and he was just sitting there eating KFC, and offered us some of his chicken, and we're like, oh no thanks.
I remember reading this like a year ago.
Yeah. And he offered us some cookies and ice cream.
Oh.
So he was very polite, but
very fat.
very large.
But
that's okay.
That was the bad.
No, that's okay. Everyone can be whatever size they want. Don't judge people's sizes, man.
Well, I think it's just kind of unhealthy, and I would prefer if people lived longer. I guess.
It's unhealthy to think. I don't know.
I would just prefer people to everyone should be one size. I think.
Yeah.
Like, my size, and everyone should look exactly like me. Including you. My one smells like lard still. There's none left, I don't think. It's just the foam inside is like picked up all that lard I was. Are you listening?
Yeah. Do you want to read a dream?
Yeah, actually, this one's kind of short. It was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So this is my October 10th.
Oh my god.
My birthday. This is my real life.
Wait, no. I'm at the same. Carry on. Sorry.
You're at the similar time. This is like my real life birthday. Okay? So what I mean is that I woke up on my birthday having dreamed this dream. And this in my dream it was my birthday. I was at my house and no one came to my party except Jake. Jake is an old friend of mine who I hadn't seen in years. What, is my friend Jake? After Jake and I hang out for the day, I could tell he grew tired of the whole thing and just wanted to drive back home in his car, which I'm unsure if he actually has in real life. After some back and forth, I managed to convince Jake not to go, but to stay for another whole week. What? What's funny, Jake? The name Jake?
Sorry. This is so
I'm sorry, Jake, but I don't know why. I'm just saying Jake. The word Jake.
You sounded like you were...
What?
I'm telling like a kid's book, like, oh my god.
It is a kid's book. This is going to be a kid's book.
That was really funny.
Begrudgingly? That wasn't... I didn't say that word begrudgingly, Lee. Begrudgingly driving me around and doing shit for me. So I convinced Jake to stay for a whole week. Taking me to the shops to get me something to eat. Anything I wanted. I really put this guy through the ringer. Until finally he said, "This is ridiculous, Oliver. I hate this. I'm actually driving home now." And so he drove home, leaving me on my own at my house once again. Except it didn't matter this time, because I thought to myself, I've already had him driving around and doing stuff for me all week. So I already won, and was satisfied. Then I probably woke up. I'm awake now, so I must have woken up. I'm sure I woke up. Probably woke up.
You're waking up.
Oh shit! Look, the podcast changed.
What?
Is someone here?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Where'd Jake?
Hey
Hello.
yo!
Good, how are you?
We're recording the pod.
Look, we're in the background.
Yeah, look, that's us the other day. Do you want to be on the pod?
No, not really.
Yeah.
That's fine, you
Yeah.
No, Dad ate them because he was drunk and he ate them. I know.
We'll get more.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna eat
said-
spicy things.
We were gonna do a bit in a video before we made a podcast. No, we're not. We're keeping that a surprise.
Anyway, do you want to read a dream then? I guess I don't really care either. Anyway, either way.
Okay.
We should try and document all of our dreams, every single one. Writing them down doesn't count.
Yeah, I have this dream. This one's a very short one. I had a nightmare that my mum started drinking alcohol again, and she became very defensive, trying to hide the fact she was becoming an alcoholic.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't smart. I was.
Yep, that's serious.
I know. I was smiling because your microphone is going like this.
Is it? Sorry. I didn't know I'm doing it. Is this thing on?
Do you read another one or should I? Yeah, you read whatever you fucking want. Fuck you.
I had a dream where I was really thirsty. Really thirsty. So I thought I'd get some water. Then when I finished the first cup, I was still really dehydrated. So I had some more, but it was never enough. I ended up just in a little loop of drinking pints of water over and over again.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's the next dream.
Why would you do?
I had 2 dreams that night.
Oh, is there another one? Do you want to read?
If that's okay.
No.
Okay. The second dream. My mum and I were driving home from Oliver's, and I noticed a motorbike guy on the side of the road who looked in pain. I turned around to Mum and said, "Shouldn't we stop and help him?" And she said, "No, it's fine." Then we passed an old man who had loads of people around him, so my mum stopped. I got really annoyed with her because I thought he didn't need as much help as the guy who was on his own, because the doctor was already tending to the old guy. So then we carried on driving home, but on the road the old man kept appearing on the road like a spirit. He was following his wife, which was also on the road in this spirit form. The end.
Were the spirits real?
In the dream, yeah.
So he died? You witnessed a guy die in the dream?
Maybe, but my dreams don't make it out to seem that way.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
What were you feeling in that dream?
I was just kind of annoyed.
Oh, okay. Not sad?
I don't know. Maybe.
Respond. I'll read a dream.
No.
Please, you've read like 2 or
3.
3, yeah.
3.
So I'll.
I don't think you deserve to read one. So.
Okay, you can go again.
No, you go.
This one is a little long. Okay. This was the day after my birthday, 7:30 a.m., 11th of October, 2021. I had sleep paralysis again, but it wasn't so scary this time for some reason. Afterwards, I had a dream.
What do you dream about?
I met up with my friend Rail. He had been deaf his whole life. This isn't real, this is a dream.
This is a rail.
This isn't Rail. This is Rail, but it's not Rail.
Sorry, I had to make that joke. It's funny.
It's not actually. He's had that his whole life. He's been a Rail his whole life. Trains have been driving over him for 20 years.
That's not funny.
So yeah, he's not actually deaf, but in my dream he's been deaf his whole life, and he just had a surgery which allowed him to hear again. I was really happy for him, and I went over to his apartment. I haven't been there in real life, but it's just how I imagine in my dream, to help him test out his hearing. This, for some reason, involved moving all of his belongings out of his apartment and putting them on the paths and pavements outside of his apartment. My mum and dad were there to help with the whole thing. My mum and I ended up surrounding his belongings with our feet, like we were trying to protect them by making a feet barrier by turning our feet sideways. All to help Rail test his hearing, of course.
Wow.
My dad came up to me and Mum with a big Greek marble pillar, asking for us to help moving it. I tried to help whilst keeping my feet protecting Rail's belongings, but I couldn't help properly, and my dad ended up dropping the pillar on all of Rail's stuff.
What?
I know. At this point, things started to feel real strange and off. But I still wanted... Yeah, Rail... I'm sorry, Rail. I don't know why I was doing this. But I still wanted to make sure Rail hearing worked, so I tried to pick up some of his stuff, which broke from the pillar. Somehow, helping him move his stuff out of his house was involved with helping him hear. I didn't ask questions. I was in a dream. As I bent over to try and pick stuff up, I felt unrealistically dizzy, to the point where I really didn't know what was going on anymore, which made me think this must be a dream. After coming to that conclusion, I fell into sleep paralysis. It was scarier than it was previously in the night, but nothing scary happened. I was just simply unable to move and was well aware that, given enough time, I'd wake up. Which I did.
I don't believe that.
I wrote it down. It must be true. I wrote it down.
That's insane. You slept?
Yeah, so...
For really?
I slept for my friend Rayleigh.
I'm sorry, I'm not taking the mic. I just like dad jokes.
Rail isn't a father.
Anyway. Should I read your dream?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to it anyway. I was in my town centre, and some people were showing the puppets used in Fantastic Mr. Fox. So I rushed down to go see them. I started freaking out because I'm a really big fan of that film. I told everyone there that the puppets were made from real fur, and I managed to hold Mr. Fox.
Puppets made of real fur?
What the cuss?
Are they really made of real fur?
Yeah. Did you know some stop-motion animation studios had to use real fur, and they de-shedded animal? Yeah, because they had nothing else, and then they wanted to make it look really realistic. So it's one of the only ways they thought about. And they de-shedded the animals, and it stunk in the studios.
That's very funny.
So yeah,
They have to shampoo the models.
I don't know, maybe. But they said that after that they'll never use real fur again because it just stunk so bad, like dead animals. So
that's funny.
But yeah, that's a bit of facts for you.
My dream is related to that one. You wanna read another one before?
Hello?
Shall I read one?
Yeah.
Or do you wanna...
You said yours was related.
Mine's related.
Well, let's say that one then.
13th of...
Ooh, that was quiet.
Do they not smell on your mic?
No, I've got a clean butt.
Okay.
Yours smells.
Mine always... I mean, I feel like my farts are still trapped in this one. I'm gonna have to fart onto that mic while you're not looking. And then you'll smell it.
I think I'll be able to tell if you're doing that.
No, before I come over, I'll just have farted on it already.
Yeah, I can't smell it.
I'll make sure I eat some.
Okay.
13th of October, 2021. And this was logged at 3:32 a.m. So I woke up in the middle of the night. In my first stream, so this is the first stream, I was watching an animated movie with Ella. See? Animation and you. That's the two ways it's read. That's as far as it's related, so I can stop reading.
No, tell me.
The movie was about two rival families made of brownish grey ceramics. It's it's animated, it's like a CGI movie.
CGI sucks.
I bet you don't even know what it stands for.
Computer generated icons.
Damn, you know, fuck. I actually... Computer generated internet.
CGI?
Computer generated internet.
iPads.
That's that actually probably is
Computer generated ice cream.
Imagery.
Ah.
Is that what it is? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, probably.
Tensions arose between the families as they disagreed more and more, mainly between the parents, though the kids of the families were also a part of the feud. So these like families made of ceramics.
That reminds me of Romeo and Juliet.
They kind of looked a bit. They didn't look like that. They looked like what's that movie where the people their eyes are buttons?
Coraline.
Yeah, they kind of look like that, except they were made of ceramics.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, and then the whole tone was very dark and grey, and it was always cloudy.
Oh.
Towards the end of the movie, the two families had a horrific battle, where there were major losses on both sides. Many family members, kids and adults, died.
What?
Soon after the battle, the son and father of the main family, the main character family. What's going on in the pod?
I'm laughing at the bit. I'm laughing at the bit about laughing at.
Are you gonna laugh at this exact moment in the next one now?
That's hilarious. This woman's sorry. Karen, what were you saying?
So this is. I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the. It's not. It's like the main character family. It was following one family, but they were both very similar. The son and father of the main family, who were both falling apart from the battle, all cracked and crumbling away because I mean it's ceramic, were walking through the battlefield. The son could barely walk, cracking as he did so. It was just cracking up, and the father's top part of his head was held on by just a little bit of cracked ceramic. They walk through a particularly disturbing part of the battleground where there is a hole all the way through a massive mound of rubble. The hole was made by one of the tanks they were using. On one end of the hole were the remains of a mother who was shot by the tank, and the other end of the hole were the remains of the tank with the remains of the people who were killed inside, who killed her, were inside the tank. Does that make sense? Everyone's dead. The people who killed the mother with the tank, the people who were in the tank are dead. They also came across a pipe which led to an underground bunker where a family was hiding, but all that was left were their gassed remains. Farts. No, not really. It's like war. It's like war chemicals and stuff. Yeah, I don't know why you're laughing. This is like real. This is real.
So far they're farts.
But this really happened. I don't think you should be laughing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It was in my head, but I don't know. I think it counts. Anyway, it led me to believe that the pipe was used to gas them. This like long pipe. It's almost over. The father seemed very unfazed by it all, which distressed the son. Despite all the loss and damage sustained, seemingly for nothing, the father continued to act as if it were necessary to fight, and even joked about it, as if everything were okay. The son attempted to draw his father's attention to the horrors of the dead mother and the children, but the father just laughed, singing la la la, as if he couldn't hear, joking around. The son couldn't take it anymore and grabbed the father's fragile head. "Look!" screamed the son as he twisted his father's head, into the direction of the death and destruction.
What the hell?
Crack! The son looks back in horror at his father's face as he realizes he had just ripped off the top of his dad's fragile head, killing him. The camera zooms in on the son looking in horror, and guilt rushes across his face at his dead dad. I'm sitting on the sofa, shocked, as is Ella. As I look over, so I'm looking at you and you're shocked as well. Yeah, at the beginning of the dream, I was like, we were watching a movie. That was a couple of hours ago though, so I don't blame you.
I say that sometimes. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. This is fucking long. Then I woke up due to raised heart rate. Then I wrote a side note. After waking up for the first few seconds, I hallucinated for a bit, seeing my curtains as a green screen. So this is actual hallucination, like being awake, but my curtains were green, but I was awake. I wasn't dreaming, but I just saw them as green. And then I projected different celebrities' faces onto them. So I imagined, but I was just hallucinating. trying to control what appeared next, though it seemed quite automatic. So it's kind of like, I think the hallucinations are controlled by my subconscious, and I couldn't quite do it.
Yeah.
Until eventually it faded. Soon after, I fell back to sleep.
Boring. I'm joking.
Honestly, I that's why I felt bad about saying, hey, let me read one now. Because I knew, yeah.
No, sometimes I just say no, even if I'm talking.
Anyway, I'll keep talking. Do you want to read five?
I'll read one.
Maybe 5? Maybe?
Okay, well, we'll see how we go. I had a dream. This was on the 31st of October, 2021. I had a dream it was a Sunday, and I went food shopping for university. And in the food shop, there were a bunch of other students there. And in my dream, I thought that it was really obvious to tell that they were students because they brought cheese crackers.
What?
The store was going to close in a couple hours, but I was still very quiet. End of dream.
So you knew they were students because of the cream cracker. Do you buy cream crackers? Is that how you
cheese
knew?
Crackers.
Is it because that's what you buy?
That's what I brought. I think, yeah.
So you just
At the
tapped into
time.
that shit.
Yeah, I think I went through a phase where I was really craving crackers. I think at one point you came to see me and you brought me crackers.
I did?
Yeah, the cheese crackers.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Cheddar
have bought them
cheese,
for myself because they
cheddar.
fucking suck.
They're really good. Cheddar crackers. So good.
I think it's because they're so dry. Maybe with butter. I'd like them with butter.
No, they're just so cheesy and...
I just prefer a lump of cheese and get diarrhea.
I just prefer crackers because they crunch.
You can make that sound though with cheese. If you try.
Do you want me to read another dream?
No, my turn. No, please.
Yawn. I had a dream that my teacher thought my dissertation idea wasn't too good, so then I had to change it to something about feminism in stop motion animation. But the nest part of the dream, I was writing all these notes for the new Jackass, and it was kind of in the style of Impractical Jokers. I wanted to invent a box you could carry around, but I forgot what it did. I also remember getting into an argument with one of my housemates because I was turning into this mad inventor that was writing things for Jackass, but it also fit into my uni work, so I was kind of doing both at the same time.
That's awesome. You're writing for Jackass?
Yeah.
I've had a dream where I filmed Jackass.
Have you?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what happens, but it was like I was traveling through time. Like I was like, oh shit, I'm filming Jackass right now. And my vision was like very fuzzy, like the early Jackass movie. And I was like, oh, and everyone looks young. I guess I'm in the first one. I guess I'm filming the first one. And then later on it looked very clear and everyone looked older. I was like, oh, I must be in the future now. I wonder who I am. What cameraman am I?
That's really cool.
I filmed Jackass, so.
You just don't care. Do you want to film a dream?
I'd like to film a pod. Can we do the pod now? I'm kind of done just talking amongst us. If we could put the camera on.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Whoa! We be filming this? do you want to do another one? Or should I?
This one's quite long. The
Oh,
next
please,
one.
please,
sure?
please. Yeah.
Okay, if you insist. Me, Oliver, Shawnee, and Kieran.
Who the fuck are they? Who are they? I don't know who they are!
I guess, like, some people, I guess. I don't know. And, we went to Scotland for a week. And we got a boat there. As we got off the boat, we had a walk along the pebbled beach. And I remember looking at my feet, and they were going so fast. They were moving so fast. When we got to the main part, it was like this museum. And there were lots of rooms. In the first room, we started watching Monsters, Inc. But it was like the version before the two main characters knew each other. Everyone left me because they went to the toilets. So I was left with the bags. And I got sat on by the group next to us. So like people
They sat on you?
They sat on me.
Could you breathe?
They were just sitting on me. I don't know.
Like on what part of you? Your
Just
entire
like,
body?
Yeah, fully sat on me.
How were you saying? Were you laying down?
I don't know. And they kept shuffling down, so I physically had to move. Maybe I moved away.
Oh, I see.
I think I was just sat like how you are.
And then he like was sitting on you, and you had to. Okay, I see.
And then everyone came back, and we went to the staircase. It was so high up, I could feel my palms sweating in real life. So I had to hold on to Oliver, but then he started getting nervous of the height too. But then he composed himself. When we got to the top, we were all changed into these weird game characters, and Kieran was this long thing to help to get other players across, so he finished last between all four of us. I remember finishing first, but was so scared of being that high up. After the game, there was a house that I apparently lived in, and the front gate was open, so I tell the person I'm with that there's a burglar who's stealing my food from my fridge, and he looks like the scary ghost person with a black cloak. Then I wake up.
That was an insane dream.
Yeah. I like it when I have like really detailed dreams. I like that.
Oh, can I just check to your mic? Sorry. Just wondering if... So I'm just checking Ella's mic. I think it's okay. I'm just checking. Oh, I couldn't do it. I was I felt it. I felt the poo coming.
That's the way you were checking my mic.
Yeah,
Snake,
it was.
Snake.
Damn. I tried to squeeze it because I felt it right now, and I was like, oh, I need to do it, and then it went away when I stood up.
It's karma.
I almost fired on your mic. That's why I was stalling for so long.
Do you want me to
Yes. Okay.
Should we do one more dream each?
Let's do 5 more. No. Okay. I don't want to read any more. This is the end of the podcast, guys.
One more dream. You have one more dream.
I do have one. Okay, I'll read one more, I guess. This is 8 o'clock. 8:05 a.m. There's a same day, 13th of October. Can you be quiet because I'm reading my dream? So the dream says on the screen, it says so it's set. So it starts. I'm gonna read the start first, and then the middle second, and lastly I'll read the end of the dream.
Okay.
So this is how it starts.
Can you hurry up?
Oh yeah. So this is how it starts. I don't remember much from my second dream. That's the start of the dream. That was the first
This
line.
is really good.
Thank
My
you.
dream?
Huh? I mean, it's like super fucking long. Holy shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it so fucking long?
This is your last dream. You gotta send it off for the big one.
I don't remember much from my second dream. I was trying to climb through a window at nighttime, surrounded by thorns. I got a big ass thorn stuck in the back of my neck. I tried to get it out, but I couldn't quite grasp it as it was so deep. So that was like one dream. Oh, that was one dream.
That was it.
Your turn.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was. I didn't segment it properly.
Oh.
My third. I got a much longer dream.
Do
here.
another one, and then we'll do something else.
Do another one.
Do another one.
My third dream. I was out with my mum and dad in our Land Rover. Oh my god, this one's crazy. In our Land Rover, driving in the middle of the countryside, surrounded by fields stretching miles in all directions, on a single-track road, going past a house or two every 10 minutes or so. After a while, we somehow came to the conclusion that I needed my arm amputated. We were out in the middle of nowhere. The nearest hospital was too far away. And then we called the doctors, and they said they'd never make it out there in time. We figured our best bet was to... Yeah, what the fuck? That's the end of the dream?
thoughts.
No, I'm kidding. We figured our best bet was to tie one end of a rope around my arm, which needed amputating, and the other end to the back of our Land Rover, and for my mum to drive full speed to rip it off. So we... Have you read this one?
Yeah, I remember it.
Really? Thanks for reacting anyway.
That's okay.
So we do just this. The first time we tried this, the rope snaps, only severely damaging my arms, leaving me writhing around in pain on the floor. This stream is horrible. We attempt this again and again and again. I remember we just kept trying and trying and trying. Each time, anyway, Dad would reattach the rope, then Mum would go off speeding. I'd get flung in the air, slamming into the floor, each time snapping the rope and causing further damage to my arm. Ella, this really happened, This actually happened. I was putting this in a dream because I
just got an image of you just
yeah.
helicoptering in space.
It was more just like, and I'd go, whoa, and it'd snap midair. It's not funny. This happened. This is real. This is real. This isn't a dream segment anymore. This is real.
Sorry.
You were there. You saw this happen. And you were laughing at the time. This happened. My parents are in jail. I see a heads-up display in my vision, like Iron Man, which shows the percentage of damage dealt to my arm as a health bar. Going down by roughly 10% each time the rope snaps. Eventually, my arm becomes damaged enough to just be ripped off by my dad. This is a nightmare. This was a nightmare. This is like one of the worst dreams I've ever had. What the fuck? At this point, I get real scared about losing my arm. So I start running from my dad, who is chasing me down the single-track road over a little bridge, going over a muddy ditch, and through the muddy fields. I'm crying and screaming that I don't want my arm amputated, but my dad just tries to convince me to let him rip it off. I'll buy you a new gaming chair if you let me rip it off right now. But I just say, so that's what Dad was saying. But oh my god, that looks okay. But I just say to myself, I'll just run as fast as I can to a hospital. That was my plan. Even though it's probably real far, I think because at this point I realized that I didn't actually need my arm amputated, and I could possibly save my arm by finding a hospital. But my dad just kept chasing me. Then I woke up. When I woke up, I had a real bad tummy ache. I thought I was going to shit. But then I just did a really big fart and then laughed.
Nice.
I remember doing that.
That's really good.
Did I fart in bed? No way I did that. I must have went to the toilet and did a big fart in the toilet. Because I don't think I would have risked that. Hey, you read like 5,000 dreams.
I think I should read the joke you made.
Oh yeah, no dream, just joke? I mean, no, what are you talking about? I don't write joke. You brought the Doctor Who quote. Because you're a fan of the Doctor Who. I don't make jokes.
I can't say that.
What? What do you mean? You were the one who brought it. Why would you bring that if you can't say it?
Okay.
You're not gay? Are you sure?
No.
Why do you like the gay Doctor?
I've been having so much gay sex, my asshole.
Wait, say it right into the mic. It's a good quote. I don't know why you're so... when you wrote it down, you were very sure of yourself.
I've been having so much gay sex. My asshole is big on the inside and the outside. I'm Dr. Gay.
Is that why you like this new Doctor? Because he's so gay?
He's queen. Thank you. Is that it?